Alright, welcome back to the vlog. Today is February 1st, 2012. I got the date right again. I think I'm on a roll here. That's a streak. I think it's 4 days in a row. I think 3 constitutes a streak. Alright, so a couple things I want to talk about today. Of course, Mitt Romney, he won Florida yesterday, so that puts him, I think, he's at least a lot closer to being the Republican candidate to run for president. So that's another step toward that. New development there, beating out Newt Gingrich in Florida, where he was beat by Newt Gingrich previously, and I think it was it South Carolina? Something like that. I'm not really big into politics. I try to listen in here and there, but I really don't understand how everything works. All the primary elections and general elections and presidential and who runs for what, and yeah, electoral votes and all that sort of stuff is way over my head. I haven't had government since I was back in high school over 10 years ago, and even then I didn't really pick up on a whole lot of that. So there's the political side of things out of the way. Another thing, Facebook. There's a new development within, I guess, Facebook applications and what people are doing. There is the Unfriend-You app, where I think it was made by a third party, but you can basically, you can get this app, I'm stuttering, and you can find out who has unfriended you. I don't know exactly how it works. I haven't tried it. I haven't looked for it. I really don't care who unfriends me, because if they unfriended me, then it's probably someone that I don't even know. Okay, so that was random. Yeah, a lot of the people I have on Facebook, I either do not know them personally as through an acquaintance, and I've just said, okay, I'll add you on my list. Otherwise, maybe someone that I knew back in high school, or I've met here or there or somewhere, but I don't really talk to anyone in particular on Facebook. There are a very select few people that I actually comment on their status or, well, even look anything up. I don't check Facebook all the time. I may look at it once or twice a day, maybe on my phone. And that's about it. I used to use it a lot, but I don't really use it so much anymore. Anyways, this Unfriend-You app, you can go and you can download it. There's a page for it on Facebook. I'll put a link in the description for that. So if you really want to go and check it out and see what it's all about. I think there's actually like unfriendyou.com or .org or I don't know, some third-party website where you can go, and it has like 44 million or something downloads, I heard. Yeah, it was. I think Philip DeFranco had talked about it, and I watched one of his videos, and maybe it was on SourceFed, his one of his new projects he has going on. But I think they also said there were like 800 million. Is it 800 million active users on Facebook? That's kind of mind blowing if that's the correct number there. So there's that. You can check that out. What do you think about the Unfriend-You app? Do you think it's worthwhile? Would you actually use it? And if so, why would you want to know who has unfriended you? You can leave comments below about that. And let's see, the last thing, well, I've been listening to John Green, his audiobook that he has actually narrated, since I did finish The Fault in Our Stars in less than 2 days. Finished up yesterday, and so I think it was early this morning, probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock, I started listening to it because I got up really early. And it's good. I like listening to John Green, even though he is narrating a 16-year-old female. He wrote the character and all, but I like how he does the intonations and how he emphasizes everything, because he wrote it and he knows how it should sound. So, there's that. My youngest daughter is sick, and she has been since pretty much Saturday night. She started with a cough. Sunday morning she started having a low-grade temperature. And then she's developed a cough and some congestion and things like that, and her fever just keeps coming back. We give her something, it'll go away, of course, because we gave her something for it, and then it'll come back. So I have an appointment to take her to the doctor here in a little bit. She is worried that she's going to get a shot. I don't think she's going to need a shot. She'll probably be put on some kind of antibiotics. I'm hoping it's not another ear infection, because a couple years ago we had to have tubes put in her ears to help drain that fluid, because she kept having those ear infections over and over, and eventually she was going to have hearing damage permanently because of that. So I've seen some yellow drainage in her ears, and I know some of the tubes, well, I think both of the tubes are still in her ear, but not in the place where they're supposed to be, because naturally, as she grows and her tympanic membrane grows, it kind of squeezes those tubes out, and they just kind of fall out on their own. However, sometimes they don't, and they actually have to remove them. Hers, I believe, have come out, but they are just kind of stuck inside of her ear, just kind of maybe bobbling around in there a little bit. So they'll probably have to actually be taken out just with some tweezers or something like that in the doctor's office. So I'm hoping she doesn't have any kind of ear infections that's causing all the nasal congestion and the drainage that goes back down to the throat and causes her to cough and things like that. Because that's one of the signs of ear infections, plus the recurrent fevers and all. So, I don't know, we will see what happens with that. Yeah, those are the main things I want to talk about today. So what do you think about the Unfriend-You app? What do you think about Mitt Romney winning Florida, and he's getting closer to being the Republican presidential candidate to run against Obama? Yeah, those are the main things. Any questions that you want me to answer? Any issues you want me to address? You can put those in the comments below. And, yeah, I'm gonna possibly make that introductory video for the Bjorn... I can't even say it. The Bjorn Theory. My main channel, what will be my main channel, that'll be my introductory video talking about what I said before as far as the purpose of the channel, what I hope to accomplish with it, and how I like things to go. And then I will do a video as soon as I get time about TIAs and CVAs, mainly focusing on the TIA, transient ischemic attacks, and kind of what the signs, symptoms, treatments, issues, and things like that. So I will let you all go now. I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.